Hi all, welcome back to Tired Format. I apologise for the echoey audio, but today I'm doing a bit of an intro in my kitchen. That's because I don't like standing on my driveway looking like a tit with the camera on me. However, I may be doing something else today which will make me look even more of a tit to my neighbours. Yeah, let's get straight into the video, shall we? Please, if you are a new viewer and you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, because it really does help me. I hate saying all that YouTuber stuff, but the algorithm is really mean at the moment, so anything you can do to help me would be fantastic. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So if you've already watched the first video on the Range Rover, you'll know that one of the things I wanted to tackle was rust. My other one, some parts have gone a little bit too far for this sort of thing, but equally there might be some stuff under there that has as well, I don't know yet. The plan is to treat any rust on there that's forming, hide any surface rust that looks a bit ugly, and then coat it with something. So I put the question out to you guys, and in the comments you suggested a few different products that I have now researched, and I've come up with two basically. So the first stage, which I'm going to be doing today, and if I get time I might move on to stage 2 today, I don't think I will. This is called Neutrarust. This is a rust converter. There's loads of different rust converters on the market, but from everything else I saw, this seemed to be the best of the best. So you paint it on, it goes blue, and then it turns black. The thing I like about this is it turns very black. It's like a deep black, and actually it acts as a primer as well, so there's much less stages to go through. Also, you apply it directly to rust, so I don't have to be going too mad with a wheel, you know, removing absolutely everything under there. So the plan is today to go over with this and all the rusty areas after I've given them a bit of a de-wipe with some brake and clutch cleaner and things like that. And then the next stage will be using this stuff, Lanoguard, made from natural lanolin from a sheep. So I bought their cheapest kit. It comes with this little spray nozzle, which is nice because you can put it in the bottle and do your thing. And they've also given me with that kit the Moto grease. This is Moto spray. The Moto grease is in my shed because it arrived with a cracked bottom and it smells like sheep. So I thought I'd better keep that in the shed for now. So the reason I went for these products in particular, laziness. I wanted to seal and protect that car in the easiest way I possibly could. I don't have a ramp, I don't have a garage, I just have a driveway that I've already ruined quite a lot. Hence the dust sheets for this stuff, mainly because of the smell and the soup, just because I don't want to stink afterwards. I don't think this was as bad as the grease, but you know, it's always nice to keep yourself fresh and all that. So yeah, I'm hoping this is the easiest thing possible. I have got a few cheap Amazon wire brushes. I think it's less than 20 quid's worth of brushes here. I've got little ones and a big one with a scraper on it. That's just to get rid of big flaky areas. You can't apply this to any flaky bits. And the other reason I use these is because I've used many other rust removal products in the past and I've found it to be a bit eh. And the only other, you know, experience I have of undersill really is wax oil. Which is pretty crap actually. It was good probably back in the day and it sort of does a job, but water and oxygen and things get underneath it and just propagate rust, so you end up with a big chunks of it flaking off of rust underneath, so not worth it in my opinion. Total cost here, this is a 1 litre bottle. I'm hoping it will do the whole of the underside. Maybe I'm being a bit optimistic there, but it's about 30 quid and it's, you know, just under 60 quid for a 2 litre and so on. This was about 70 directly from the guys at Lanoguard. I did pay for all this. There's no sponsorship here. This is a genuine, I bought this and I'm going to try it job. Having said that, I will say that both Neutrarust and Lanoguard seem to be very helpful. Neutrarust, I emailed them just basically saying, look, I want to put this on my Range Rover. What do you think? And they sent me a big old data sheet which gave me a lot of information, which was really handy. Lanoguard sends you an instructions and troubleshooting guide. So yeah, it's basically saying how to use this trigger spray, how to care for it, troubleshooting. They've got the YouTube channel, they have their links, lots of FAQs on the back, which is really cool. So I think that's very good. They also given me a load of these, so if you text Lano to a number, it will friends and family introductory offers, they give you a load of those with it as well. Again, I didn't tell them I was on YouTube or anything, it's just what they send me, so I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, both made in the UK, and both are pretty good for the environment as well, if that's your sort of thing. Pretty ironic given what I'm sticking it on, but yeah, mineral acid and lead-free, this one, and this one is fully natural because it's from a sheep. So yeah, so if your car, if you don't really care about the look of rust, you're just trying to stop it, this stuff will do that as well. But I want to get rid of it completely and turn it to a nice black satin finish, like factory. So yeah, enough of my blabbering, let's just get on with it, shall we? Right, I'm going to start at the rear with the most unsightly piece. See, it's got flaky bits all over it that I need to get off. So, to be fair, it's not even that bad underneath. Oh, it's going to take a bit of time. I would say it's more green than blue for me, but you'll keep cross brushing it apparently as it turns colour, and then we just leave it. I'm guessing the cross brushing helps keep it activated and get in all those areas. As you can see, I'm just focusing on the toe ball attachment for now, and then yeah, we shall see. But I'll come back in a few minutes and we'll see how it looks. So while this is drying, I'm just noticing it's turning black in quite a lot of areas, which is cool. One thing I will say is you need to apply it directly to rust, and this wasn't actually that rusty when I scraped it with the old roughneck, protect your neck. So I don't know how well it's going to work on this, but under here, so that is textbook rust around that thing. Apparently this is void because I pulled that off, but that's fine. So yeah, and underneath, like all the suspension arms and things, all of them could do with a coat, and of course the sills and bits, but I'll see how far I get today, and then eventually I'll put the Lano coating stuff over it. But like I said, you don't actually need to straight away cover this up because it's self-priming, so it's not going to go rusty. It's not like when you leave bare metal, it's not going to go rusty straight away, which is nice. But yeah, it seems to be drying up well, at least on one side. It's just heat or ambient temperature, but it's quite a warm day today, so hopefully it'll be a quick job. Ha ha ha. What the hell? Oh my god, that looks epic! Tell me you're seeing this, guys. Tell me you're seeing this. There's still a bit I can go over there. And there are some bits I tested that I barely prepped. And you can see this a little bit. You can go over with multiple coats though, so I'll probably do that in the next couple of hours, but I mean, I don't know if you can see this well on a wide angle, but that just looks completely different. It is unbelievable. That's incredible. I am so chuffed with that. So I think I will be carrying on with the rest of the car then. The test has passed. Just look at it. It's like proper, it does look like it's been, you know, painted, which is perfect because when I put the Lanoguard, which is nice and clear, over the top, you won't see a thing. That's ace. Absolutely ace. And of course it's stopping the rust propagating. So yeah, let's go around and do some other bits, shall we? Right then, update time. This thing's blown all over the shop. So here's the rear beam that I did first. You can see where I haven't got it. This is the rear See the rear arms are done. Done a bit of the subframe up there. A3 there. I'm just about to do some bits on that sill. Starting to look a bit sad, isn't it? I will do another day when I pop the sill covers off and stuff and do a proper deep dig, but for the first day I just wanted to see what we had. And if you have too much and it dries, it has this little cuckoo spit type thing. So something you should know about. Just I want to keep it nice and thin on there. Alright, day 2, and I'm starting on the front end, and not a moment too soon. It's very flaky, lots of surface rust that's starting to take hold, and I'm pretty sure if I hadn't caught this sooner it would have started to get really bad. So yeah, I've taken off all the under trays and do all this and all these subframe today, because yeah, as you can see, it definitely needs it. In the wide angle, so it's a bit more obvious, but yeah, I mean, look at that. So here's your before shots, and I'll give you some during and afters as well, because I think this is going to make a big difference. As I said, I'm not doing the arms because I've got new arms all round, upper and lower, or whatever they call them, new ball joints. But I will do the trap lens probably, maybe. I don't know if I should do much of the suspension really. Just the chassis parts are the bits that I'm more keen to do. So yeah, I shall get on that very soon. So I'll just give everything a good coat. I say a good coat, I've probably missed bits again, but my god, does that look better? You can see it drying off in places. This is where it was really bad earlier. You can still see a little bit of rust through. You can go over with multiple coats if you leave it for some time, but I mean, this is all covered by plastic, so it's not too much of a biggie. But my main goal for this was to have the underside looking nicer, and then also not getting any rustier. So in theory, the Lanoguard can do the latter quite well. This is obviously going to do quite well. This is more, in my opinion, this is more for me getting it to look less rusty, especially in areas that you can see externally, like the tow hooks and the rear tow bar, and you can see the rear arms and stuff. But at the same time, you know, I'm doing a good job for the rust. Now, one area I haven't tackled yet is the arches. I want to do a completely separate video on the arches and the sills. So, I mean, I bought 1 litre of this, and I reckon I've still got about half a litre left. Yeah, it's about, I don't know if you can see it on camera, the line's about there. So, you know, I've done the front subframe, rear subframe, a bit of the sills, the inner sills, just bits you can see from the side of the car. And I've still got loads left. This was about 32.95 or something, so definitely recommend, you know, a litre. That's going to be very useful in the future when I come back to do bits on this or any other car I have. But yeah, I'm going to leave this to dry for a few hours. I'm going to clean up, and then later on today I'm probably just going to go ahead and spray the Lanoguard over everything. Yeah, this is what I was saying about the motor grease stuff before. Mine's split along the bottom. Don't know if that was during transit or what, but this is like a concentrated coating, so it smells a bit more than the rest. But yeah, I've got a little sugar spray to use and prime, and see how it all goes, shall we? See how it all goes. Oh yeah, this is nice and easy. I like this. Get everywhere with it, really. Yeah, it's a bit sheepy smell, but it's not too bad. Oops. Apparently this is safe on, well, everything. So yeah, I'm just going to go a bit crazy with it, I guess. Right. This could stop blowing around, that'd be good. It is super easy to spray this stuff on, I have to say. Super easy. Right up into these arches. And everything else. You know, give it a good coat. Move to the next bit, I guess. It's quick as well. Suits me because I'm lazy as fuck. Come on, reprime. Reprime. There we go. Giving it a good dousing. I might need to do a full loop of the car. It's the third time I've done this bloody video. Right, welcome back to my kitchen. I've had a shower, I've thrown on some clothes, so I thought I'd best give a summary of everything that's happened. Obviously the caveat is that I definitely didn't get paid for this. I'm definitely not giving anything for free or a discount. I paid full whack for all this stuff, so this is as honest review as it can be. And my goal for today was to clean up some of the very unsightly surface rust and go a bit further and try and neutralize some of that surface rust in other places, which looked like it was starting to become a bit more than surface rust in places, so I'm glad I did. And then I wanted to just cover it all up with something very easy that I can top up every 6 months, a year, and it should keep the car much less prone to becoming a big orange pile of dust on the floor. So, like I said at the start of the video, the product I got for converting the rust was this. Now, the reason I got this was because it's super easy and I didn't want to bother with paint and all that stuff. I just wanted something that would make it go from rust to a nice black finish. And my conclusion is this is incredible stuff. I'm a very fussy person when it comes to different products I buy, especially ones that claim to be amazing, but this actually is. You saw for yourself, it was incredible. The way it went from white to blue to no rust and a nice black finish. The thing I would say is if you're trying to get rid of some rust in your car, get this. And also, maybe just get this and keep it in your toolbox, because they do a little, you know, I've only used half a litre for most of the car, so you don't have to use much of it. In fact, if I was to do it again, I would be a bit more sparing with it, thinner coats. But this stuff would be great if you're, you know, doing a brake job and the back plate's rusty, or, you know, you're changing the pads or a disc and the caliper's all rusty. Just throw this stuff on it and just leave it for about 15 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is. It's just really handy to have. I'm really glad I bought a bigger bottle that I have some left over, because I'm sure when I do the suspension arms, I'm going to find more rust that I want to treat that I couldn't quite get to. So yeah, this is not just a product if your car is prone to rust and you want to stop it. It's also quite good just having a toolbox if you're changing parts over and you want to freshen some bits up. So yeah, that was 33 or 34 quid for that litre bottle, and I've only used half of it, so I think that's pretty good value as well. I bought that from Neutrarust 661 directly. They have a website, it's neutrarust.co.uk. But yeah, I would highly recommend that. Then there was Lanoguard, again, something easy to use. Now there's so many videos about Lanoguard on the internet. I'm not going to go into too much detail. All I will say is it's a big thumbs up from me. I went a bit Rambo with it. Again, probably made the coats too thick, so there's drips and things, but I don't care. I just wanted it to get into every nook and cranny that I could possibly get to. Obviously, I'm going to do the arches and the sills separately, closer to the winter, and just sort of have a bit of a judge on how bad they are, because they might be a bit beyond this sort of treatment. Who knows? But yeah, again, the combo of the two is really good. You technically don't need to put a coating on top with this stuff, but I wasn't using this stuff absolutely everywhere because, well, I couldn't get it everywhere, whereas the spray trigger of the other stuff, the Lanoguard, could get everywhere. So it was kind of like a two-punch combo, and yeah, I think I've got rid of most of the scary rust under there. A lot of the surface rust. It's just a nice car to look under now. It doesn't look too bad, and especially around that tow bar where it was really unsightly, and now every time I see the rear of the car now, I'm like, oh God, it's like I've got a new tow bar on. So yeah. Tell me what you think of that below in the comments though. Do you think is there a product I've missed here? Is there something better than this maybe? Is there something better than the Lanoguard? I think price-wise I paid about 72 quid for the Lanoguard, so probably about 105, 110 quid in total, and for me it was, you know, less than half a day's work. I just spread out over 2 days because I had other things going on. Yeah, okay, so just want to say thank you very much everyone for watching, and all the new subscribers. It's amazing to me that a tiny little channel like mine still gets viewers, although the algorithm is a bit rude at the moment. It's a bit difficult for me and other channels like me to get off the ground. So if you could do all the usual, like, subscribe, comment, and the little bell icon is really good apparently. Apparently YouTube looks at that, and if I've got a load of people who've got the notifications on, it makes me better. So yeah, also check out my merch shop because I just added a new t-shirt design, and there's the buy me a coffee thing as well, which a few of you have already done, and I'm very grateful for you for that. And well, yeah, like I said, I'm very grateful for all you watching. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.